A week ago, Owen Smith said that Jeremy Corbyn and his supporters were responsible for a new culture of misogyny, abuse and anti-Semitism.
We didn't have this sort of abuse and intolerance, misogyny, anti-Semitism in the Labour Party before Jeremy Corbyn became the leader.
A few days later, and Mr Smith had some rather bizarre words, quite frankly, to say in regard to Theresa May.
We didn't have the strength and the power and the vitality to smash her back on her heels.
His choice of words seems to fit in with a broader pattern in regard to Owen Smith, his relationships with women, and I would say sexism. So the Labour Party have had, in certain instances, all women shortlists in terms of getting parliamentary candidates. In 2006, Owen Smith said that he thought it was legitimate for constituency Labour parties at the local level to veto all women shortlists if it was valid for local reasons. By local reasons, in terms of their motives to veto this measure, he means, of course, sexism. He means not really caring about women being more prominent in public life. Here's Owen Smith while talking to Leanne Wood, leader of Plaid Cymru, while he sulked about not being invited on to BBC Question Time.
Have you done Question Time,
No. I keep putting you on instead.
I think with party balance, there'd be other people they'd be putting on instead of you, wouldn't it, rather than me?
I think it helps. I think your gender helps as well.
Listen to how he says that. I think your gender helps. He spits that word out. He really doesn't like that word, gender. And just a couple of days ago, there was this weird interaction with Susanna Reid on Good Morning Britain.
When you were running Pfizer, did you have to test all the products?
That's for me and Mrs Smith to know about.
Really?
Well, I would have thought a straight answer would be no. You wouldn't have to test all the pharmaceutical products
Well,
you were
that was called a joke, Susanna.
Yeah.
But
honestly.
just to clarify, did you...
It was just a joke.
But having opened the door to the joke, did you...
That was just a joke, Susanna, he says. And then he looks at Piers Morgan and he laughs for no reason. It's really weird. Let's go watch that again.
Well, that was called a joke, Susanna.
Yeah.
But
honestly.
just to clarify, did you...
It was just a joke.
But having opened the door to the joke...
There have been, clearly, a number of instances where supporters of Jeremy Corbyn have said terrible things online. Abusive things, OK? And I'm not trying to make any kind of excuses for them. But what I think with Smith is really surprising is we see a pattern of this kind of behaviour. And, to see it from a progressive politician in 2016, it's really surprising. It seems to me that serious issues of misogyny, racism, anti-Semitism, homophobia, ableism are instrumentalised when useful and ignored when convenient. After all, how else can you explain the relative absence of coverage in regard to Owen Smith's words and deeds over the last 10 years? It's almost as if some of the people talking about these issues don't really care about dealing with them at all.